right, guys. Amazing. I wanted to take some time and talk to small business owners in Montreal. And I have businesses that I frequent and that I go to. One of them being Two Horses, Tattoos and Hairdos. So I have the owner of Two Horses, Izzy, with me here. They're in Plaza Saint-Hubert, just north of Bellechasse, right on Saint-Hubert. So I wanted to just talk to Izzy and basically check in, see what's going on with small businesses. Izzy and I were just talking about, and everyone's talking about their hair, even me, being confined. Not that I have much of it, but it's not looking the best.
This is the longest I've seen
it. That's it. So it's not looking the best, but I can get away with it. But it's funny how people have been talking about it. But on a serious note, we wanted to talk about small businesses in Montreal and see what the feeling is. And you have your kind of thumb on the pulse. You have friends and a lot of acquaintances in these small businesses in Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe tell us, Izzy, what's the feeling of people with small businesses in Montreal? What's been going on lately?
I think, for the first 2 weeks, when all of this stuff kind of happened, everybody that I know who owns small businesses were really pretty freaked out, and like emotions are running really high because nobody knew if there was going to be government help. Nobody knew when this was going to be over. Like nobody really knew anything. But I think, once the CERB started and there was a lot of help from the government and stuff like that, everybody's fears kind of were put at bay. But it's really amazing watching the community here kind of come together and support each other, and all of our clients have been amazing. And my partner owns a business as well, and like everybody's prepaying for their meals and shopping online for all of their merch and like doing all of the things that can be done right now. And it's pretty cool to watch how creative people have become to keep their lights on and keep some sort of like normalcy and income generating.
And
sorry, my dog's whining.
Yeah, I love that dog.
Come here.
You're used to, let's get Boy in here.
Yeah, seriously.
We're the mascot of Two Horses. But Izzy,
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Hey.
There he is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure what I was going to say, and I'm sure Boy is the first one. He misses seeing everybody coming in, right? And being there and having the social part of it.
For sure. But this is the other thing. It's like when we do reopen, you're not supposed to touch anybody's dog. And like, I was at the shop the other day and one of our receptionists came in to pick something up, and she was kind of like backed into the corner, and he was so upset. Really, really hurt that she wouldn't pet him, so we'll see. He's a huge baby.
He'll get used to it too.
For sure.
Maybe tell us, Izzy, your feeling. What can people do? I have people ask me, and I'm one of those people also wondering, what can people do to help support businesses that are technically closed, that have a service? Could it be tattoos, hairdos, or restaurants? Like, what's your feeling? What can people do to help support these local small businesses?
Yeah, so I think, for us, when this all kind of started, a lot of clients who already had appointments booked offered to prepay for their services, which was honestly what got us through the first month before any of the government help came through. Like, just from clients' generosities, we were able to like pay our hydro bill and pay our internet bill and like, pay for a couple small things. And, we covered like half of our rent that month, which was great, So I think, buying gift cards, prepaying for your services, any of that is really, really good. And, like I was in need of like a pot scrubby thing that I had bought at a local shop. And my first instinct, like we were talking about, was to go on Amazon and be like, oh, I can just like order it to my door. And I was like, actually, I know the owner of this store. I know they're closed, but let me just email her and see. And like, I think my bill was $17. I got like a couple household things. I was like, I'm so sorry. I wish it was more. And she was like, honestly, like 20 people spent $10 today. That's our internet bill. Like every single thing helps. And I think that just thinking outside of like your, the normal box of being like, oh, I can just, order it from Amazon, and like taking that extra step and calling the local businesses that might have what you need is just really, really important, especially right now, is like shop local as much as you can. Don't go to big grocery stores. Like there's lineups outside of Metro. And I know that, that's what some people are used to and what they need, but like Pousse La Nana, which is on Saint Hubert right next to us, it's all organic. There's never a line. And like, I know that those guys are struggling, so it's like shopping at local grocery stores. There's a guy that we ordered from last night. His Instagram is Oyster Blood. We had like snow crab and oysters delivered to our door for a super reasonable price. It's like, wow. It's kind of amazing. I had natural wine delivered yesterday, like just so, just by doing a little bit of research and like going on people's Instagrams and seeing what they're up to is kind of all you need to do right now.
And I think it's good to hear that small businesses, the doors are closed, but the business owners are going to be answering the phone and answering the emails, right? And they'll be happy to have the interaction, and every little bit counts, right?
Every little bit counts. And like every single business owner I know right now, like none of us are sitting around, like everybody is hustling. Everybody is trying to pay their rent. There hasn't, this whole like rent help from the government it's not the greatest. It has to go through the landlord, and like a lot of landlords are either totally non-existent in Montreal, don't live in Montreal, or will probably refuse to, not get that 25% that they perhaps need or don't need. But like, just because people's doors are closed does not mean at all that they're not, willing to work and deliver and whatever. Yeah.
Well, I think it's awesome. You're such an advocate for the business community here in Montreal. If I ask you a couple of questions about Two Horses, just quickly, how many people work at Two Horses when it's open? How many people are actually working there?
So we currently have 11 hairdressers and 5 tattoo artists, and then we have 2 managers and a receptionist. So, and we're 2 owners. So I think in total we're like 22 or 23 people. So there's quite a few of us.
Yeah, and if you think they might have partners and family, like it's a big community just at Two Horses, and I imagine it's the same in a lot of these small businesses. We don't realize that there's a lot of people power to keep these things going, right?
Oh yeah,
and that are being impacted.
Absolutely.
Also. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And I don't know if you saw there's like a local restaurant relief fund that's happening, and I don't exactly know how the funds are like allocated to people, but our friends at Restaurant Nora Gray and Elena, they sold an online cookbook, and they made $20,000 in 3 days, just by selling like $8 online cookbooks. Like, it's amazing. And I think compared to a lot of cities, I think Montreal has always had a really strong community base, and like we're not competitive like other cities. It's like when our friends open a restaurant next to our other friend's restaurant, like everybody helps and everybody supports, and it's like everybody kind of has each other's backs here. It's pretty awesome. There's a lot of like crossover and it's pretty cool. Boy, stop.
I love that idea
really
of Audrey and Elena with the cookbooks, and it's amazing just to see all the creativity of so many people, like you said, that are hustling. They really gotta pay the bills that month and being creative, but even to survive a little bit. So it's there's a fire that's there, right?
Yeah,
that's kind of pushing it.
For sure.
Cool. Maybe just to leave you,
and I think most. Yep.
Sorry about that. We're a bit delayed, so we got cut off there.
No, that's okay. No, I was going to say, like, I think, as far as that creativity goes and like that fire under people's asses, like I feel like most entrepreneurs have that anyway, and now we just have to like get extra creative and like hustle extra hard, and you know, yeah, it's pretty crazy, you know, like if this goes on for another couple months, a lot of businesses are probably going to close, you know, and that's going to be super sad, but we're lucky to be in Canada right now. Like I feel really, really lucky to be able to be home and to be able to order crab, you know, and like have my partner here with me every day, and like we're safe and healthy. And I think about my friends in America, and it's just like, I don't know what a lot of them are going to do. Like most of them don't even have healthcare, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe lastly, is there anything specific that we can do for Two Horses? You know, and I'm going to speak to a lot of small businesses, Izzy, so don't worry. And we're going to try to spread the love everywhere. That's what we're all about here. What can we do specifically for Two Horses? If someone says, hey, like, I like that place, I go there. Your regular customers seem to have stepped up, and that's awesome. But what is there anything that people can do? What would you say?
So I would say the best thing that you can do right now is purchase gift cards. We have a deal on at the moment that you get $100 for $80. So you get $20 off, and for every gift card sold, we're donating $5 to an organization called La Rue des Femmes, and they deal with domestic abuse survivors and different women's shelters around the city, and provide like a safe space for them, and clothing and food and all of this. I guess since the pandemic happened, domestic abuse violence has gone up by like, I don't know the exact number, but it's skyrocketed, you know, like that's like a lot of women and a lot of people in general are in pretty bad situations right now, having to be self-isolated with abusive partners. And so I think the best thing you can do for Two Horses is to buy a gift card. And you can spend it on whatever you want in the shop. You can spend it on tattoos, you can spend it on hair, products, t-shirts, merch, whatever.
Yeah, cool. We can hear Boy, he knows it's wrapping up. But Izzy,
oh my God, yeah.
Thank you for your time. And for sure, I know I've had some charity events over the last couple of years, and you're always super generous and asking, like, oh, what else can I do? And I know that you're, you know, Two Horses, the community there, and you are super generous, and we appreciate it. So really, thanks for your time.
What goes around comes around. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see you so I can get my hair chopped off and fixed looking better.
Can't wait.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Okay, take care.